Hello and welcome to another video. I actually thought I could show you how I make wet wipes. I know I have posted a video like 8 years ago, probably 8 or 7 years ago, I don't know, how I make wet wipes for the kids. We still use wet wipes in this house, even though we don't have any babies in diapers, but kids still need that. And actually I got this one here for baby shower. Yeah, when I had a baby shower, I received some wet wipes and diapers and everything, and I did reuse this one. So, yeah, I always reuse it. I think since I had my first son, it's been 8 years, and I think I bought once. Yes, it was once when I bought wet wipes. Otherwise, I always make it myself. And because I'm completely out of wet wipes and the chocolate sauce, and I need to make fresh waffles, that's why I thought I could make a video and just show you a little bit how to make wet wipes. Super fast, simple ingredients, and yeah. So what we need is like a container. You can just use a different container if you would like. Sorry, I don't know what's going on with the camera. This one here, it is a Bounty kitchen roll, like this one here. I use the half sheet, and you take this Bounty roll, you cut it into 1, 2, and 3 pieces. Don't use a bread knife, just use a very sharp, big knife and just cut it like I did. And this side you can see how I cut it. This is the end. So I'll just put it right in here. Squeeze it in, it fits all good. We already have a tablespoon of Castile soap in here, and 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, and warm to hot water. So it can be very warm or hot. It just needs to melt the oil. To the Castile soap, if you don't have Castile soap, you can just use baby shampoo, I guess. Here I can read it to you what Castile soap is. It says it's pure Castile liquid soap is made from coconut and olive oils, shea butter, and other high-quality ingredients. Our soap can be used as a body wash, hand soap, shampoo. I have to sneeze. Oh my God. Ooh. Sorry, it's gone now. Hand soap, shampoo, facial cleanser, or bath soak. And does not include animal ingredients, artificial colors, parabens, or sulfates. So yeah, I have this, but you can also use baby shampoo. So I'll just take the Castile soap is in here, a tablespoon of coconut oil, and then we need 1.5 cups of water. So there you go. It's 1.5 cups. So you just make sure it's all melted. Takes a little bit. And then almost there. And if you're wondering, well, it looks like a toilet roll, but it's not toilet paper roll. If you have a different brand, this is like Bounty kitchen roll, I would suggest you use the Bounty kitchen roll. I have tried with cheaper brands, but it's not as good because the texture of the Bounty is just amazing. Otherwise, it just falls apart. Like if you would use toilet paper, you know, it's just too thin. It doesn't have the quality as Bounty, so I always use the Bounty kitchen roll. And as you can see, it's all done. all melted, so we will just pour it over here. Just all done. Now we close the lid so it all gets absorbed. Just squeeze it in, all good. So that's it. It needs like a couple of minutes, and then we will pull out the inside, and then I can show you. And then, so now let's make some waffles. Again, you can use a hand mixer, a blender, food processor, whatever. You can use whatever you want. These are simple ingredients. Again, just a few. We have vanilla extract, 2 eggs. I use 80 grams of sugar because my kids eat the waffles plain. But if your kid likes to put stuff on the waffle, like jam or sweetened condensed milk or Nutella, I would use like 50 grams, like a little less sugar. But yeah, I use 80 grams of sugar, 100 grams of soft butter. Butter. I almost dipped my finger in here. Oopsie. So 200 milliliters of buttermilk and 250 grams of flour and 1 teaspoon of baking powder and a pinch of salt. This is what I am using. First, I'll get the buttermilk in and the eggs. You can like, if you don't have room temperature, I always like to heat it up with this machine. I don't have to worry that I get crumbled eggs. So just use room temperature with everything. Buttermilk, butter, eggs, everything should be room temperature. But because I don't have the room temperature right now, except the butter, I'll just warm it up. So, because otherwise if I put in the butter, it just gets, yeah, all clumsy, all like, yeah, you know. So I'll just let me do 2 minutes, 37. This is the degrees, so it's getting warmed up now. So the eggs are ready. They're done. Oh, we can also just put in the sugar right now and also the salt. Oh, the salt doesn't want to come out. Okay, so salt is inside. Then I'll just stir the baking powder with the flour. And we need like a splash of vanilla extract, just a little bit. And sometimes if you like, you can also add some sprinkles. I do that too sometimes, but this time we will just leave it plain. And just, yeah. It feels warm, all right. It feels quite warm already. So we don't have crumbled eggs, but it's still warm. So now I'll just add the butter, a splash of vanilla extract, or 2. No, it's okay. let's leave it by 1. And then I'll add the flour. Oopsie, sorry. I'll have to do that with one hand. And then we'll mix it all up. I just like to scrape down the edges just a little bit so it all gets incorporated. And it's almost done. Just one more quick. And voila, it's all done. Is it done? Yep. Yep. I just thought they're like little clumps of butter, but no, chunks. That's what it's called. Clumps, chunks. Oh, sorry. So this one is done. The waffles are done. So this is the last thing. So what we need for the chocolate sauce is simple again too. I'll just do it that way. I always use the measuring cup. If I say 1 cup, I use this one. So 1 cup is 250 milliliters. So what we need is 1 cup of sugar. We have how do you call it? Pinch of salt. Sorry. Pinch of salt. We have 3/4 of a cup. So it's not a full cup, but 3/4 of a cup of cocoa powder. And then the vanilla extract is at the end. And 1 cup of water. And that's it. Now I'm going to heat it up, warm it up, so it's all incorporated. You don't actually have to boil it or anything. It just needs to, everything needs to melt together. So let me, this can just sit for a minute. I'm gonna show you the, yes, my dirty sink. Just the wet wipes. We will open it up. It's all done. We will just take out this part into the garbage. And here we have, let me pull out. And now we have, oops, happens sometimes. And then we have to just take it that way. And you have a wet wipe. And it stays like this for weeks. It doesn't last as long in my household, but like 1 or 2 weeks for sure. And it's still, because of the coconut oil, if you like scrub it, like rub it in, it's like gone. It's just a little like oily, but still gets the job done. As you can see, it's not wet anymore. It's just like, it feels like a moisturizer on your hand. So it's just really, really good. And then we will like close it up. And when we need it, I never use this part. Never, because it will just mess everything up. We always open it that way. Take a piece or two, and that's it. I'll leave this on top of the toilet. And this is it for the wet wipes. And the chocolate sauce. Sorry, I'm just shaking the whole body. Shaking the camera too. Sorry about that. So it just needs a few minutes. I put it on medium high. Yeah, it's on medium high. And because I don't want to burn it, so they have to stir and stir and stir. So it's one little piece is still in here. 1 piece of cocoa powder. So As of right now, I don't feel the sugar anymore, so it kind of is dissolved because it's quite warm. So just right now, there's nothing, no clumps, no chunks, nothing is in here. I just checked. So just a little bubbles, which is fine. And now we just take it off the heat. We add a little splash of vanilla extract. Let's stir again. And that's it. Now we just have to leave because it's quite liquidy, as you can see. It's very liquidy, not as the one that I showed you, but you have to let it cool down, put it in the fridge, and once it's cooled, it thickens up. So you have like a thick, rich chocolate sauce. But this right now is all done. And that's it. So I showed you in 16 minutes how to prepare 3 things: waffles, chocolate sauce, and wet wipes. I hope you guys liked it. But otherwise, yeah, see you guys.